out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight, Daniel Cormier, has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part to get this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
While self-belief is a powerful thing, he has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. Jon Jones, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. He still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess, DC, with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go forever.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts, you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Devin Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen.
And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight for one of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Anderson Silva, set to fight Jon Bones Jones. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jon Bones Jones. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, it is the UFC's unofficial home base, T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 18,000 plus are expected on hand tonight for what should be an epic UFC live event.
It is going to be a phenomenal fight night in a fantastic arena. T-Mobile Arena, the home of the UFC.
Jones gets caught by that straight hand. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones's calling card.
Oh, hook to the head by Johnny Bones. All right, so there it is. We expected a lot of takedown attempts early from the more well-rounded fighter. The kickboxer stays upright, and amazing to see the progression of his takedown defense relative to his UFC debut.
Well, when he first got here, he was just a kickboxer, but this is not glory. This is not you being able to stand and just throw. You've got to be able to defend your legs, and he showed that he is a martial artist now, not just a kickboxer.
Both guys throwing potential fight enders here in the early going. Oh, roundhouse kick lands.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, Jon Jones showing you some of those new weapons here tonight. Mike Winkeljohn is always fond of saying you don't see 30% of what Johnny Bones is able to do in the gym. And with every passing fight, starting to show you new wrinkles, new weapons in that arsenal. Silva going for the leg kick. He does not connect. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones.
Oh, nice lead uppercut.
Spinning back fist.
Beautiful punch lands there.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single follow tie. Ooh, he lands a kick to the leg. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Effective jab there by Jones. All right, late round action here, and we know Jon Jones is a five-tool player, but at least tonight it has been about the striking, and he has been sharp.
Well, he's a high-level striker, John, and it all comes down to his range and distance management. He keeps you at the edge of his strikes, and by doing that, he confuses his opponents. Tonight, he has all those tools going, and they're working at a rate that he probably couldn't have even expected. Nice job defensively. He blocked that punch.
Trademark inside leg kick there by Silva, lands flush. Massive head kick. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. 45 seconds to go here in round one. .30 seconds to go here. Well, you don't want to take too many kicks on that calf, and now it's starting to show some visible damage.
You can see the color starting to change on the calf. He's taking too many of his kicks. What a kick. That one landed.
Final seconds of the round. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. 5 minutes in the books. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin, and he just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so badly.
Stiff jab there from John Jones, using his length to great effect. 84 inches the reach from John Jones. That's going to give him an advantage against most light heavyweights, if not heavyweights, on this UFC roster.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night as that landed.
Nice front kick there. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Jones is now switching his stance. Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top.
Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
All right, so another nice strike to the thigh. Some bruising starting to develop. And that... Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. Spinning back fist. Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, high kick.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Silva's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent... Bad. Oh! Oh!
Oh, he lands a big left hand. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he was trying to chase down that finish. Oh, look at that.
Oh! Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Oh, nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Silva. Lands flush. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
So 95 total strikes have landed for John Jones. And connecting with 46% accuracy tonight, by the way, against Anderson Silva. All right, he's got the striking going, another connection there, and that shot actually cut him, or so it appears.
Yeah, you could tell that if he kept landing at the rate that he would, it would start to get damage on his opponent. Right now, you see him get his first cut.
And a miss with the right hook. Single collar timeout. 30 seconds to go in this one. Silva gets stunned there by that stiff jab. All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Final seconds here. Oh, spinning back fist. 10 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick, and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. What an offering up over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very bad. Oh, nice body shot.
Just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Silva's not making things easier on the opponent right now, continuing to target that damaged nose, and that strike certainly found the target. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range. Nice punch by Jones. He'll engage in a single collar tie. And now some separation. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Silva's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Nice leg kick. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
128 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones. And the accuracy rate about 42% now against Anderson Silva. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut. And it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy
He's
massive hook lands. And his opponent.
All right, so the referee, yes, is going to step in here. He will call on the doctor to look at that nose that is unrecognizable at this stage of the fight.
His nose is broken. I mean, it's turned sideways. The blood's pouring, going down into his mouth. It looks like he's having a very difficult time breathing.
Well, it looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Calf kick lands, and it is starting to bruise now.
Dude better check these kicks. He's not going to be able to fight too long if he doesn't.
90 seconds now to go in the round. Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Hands up. 1 minute to go in the round. Well, Silva's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding. Oh, nice hook.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played.
Oh, there's a head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool, because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot, because the reality is, when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Ooh, looking to set up that.
And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
All right, here one more time. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones.
All right, so we've seen a lot of decision wins for Jon Jones of late. Not the case here tonight as he goes the knockout route.